Hi humans! So how has childhood SA affected me growing up into adulthood? Well, I will say that one of the biggest areas that it impacted me was in my early on relationships growing into adulthood. Why? Well, one, I became attracted to very inappropriate and toxic men because that's all I was ever surrounded by. And two, I ignored very loud red flags because at that age, I couldn't have told you the difference between a red flag and a green flag because my entire life I had always been surrounded by such unhealthy relationships. And so when I was 18, I entered a relationship with a man that was 10 years older than me. Looking back, I realize now that he had groomed me during the entirety of the beginning of our relationship. And he did so by exploiting my vulnerabilities that included my lack of knowledge of unhealthy relationships and my desire for love, attention, and validation. Some of the red flags that I ignored in this relationship was that he had lied that he had two children and he had hid them from me. And two, he had lied that he wasn't previously married. And he was also afraid that if I had found out that he was previously married, I would have left. I'll be honest, ending the relationship was very confusing because there was a big part of me that loved him, that grew to care for him, and that didn't want to end the relationship. But there was another part of me that was starting to grow inside that was starting to tell me that this wasn't right because this was actually an unhealthy relationship. So I'm just here to remind you that it is absolutely normal to feel in love with someone still and to care for someone so much, but to also feel so hurt, disappointed. Now don't forget to smell the pines, blow the dandelions.